Morning everybody. So you find me today carrying a huge sack of dog food, 10 kilos of dog food. The creatures had run out first thing this morning after I'd walked them. I didn't realise they had none. Thought they had at least breakfast left for them, but they didn't, so I've had to run out and get them some food for breakfast. Next bit of the plan going forwards is I did some research yesterday to find out which is the cheapest way to get a valid form of UK ID. I have a passport, but it's out of date. About 10 years ago, I had a provisional driving licence. Long time ago. I've called up the DVLA who issue driving licences. It only cost 17 quid to get that replaced and a photo. So I've got photos left over from when I applied for my housing. I've got to go and get a form called a D1 form to reapply for my driving licence. And in a few weeks' time I'll have a valid form of ID. Stage 1 complete. What a day. Yeah, it was a bit of a... I got back into a bit of a depressed mode. What day was it? Wednesday, like I said, and went into the old cigarette smoking, but because yesterday I just worked my arse off and got a load of stuff done, I feel very, very good. I have here, next bit of getting my ID sorted. This is the D1 form. That does replacement provisional licence. So I'm going to fill that in, post that tomorrow. I also have a load of letters that I've got to fill in to my creditors, which sort of informs them about my current situation, that I have no money and that I need to, I'm sort of giving them a token gesture of payment until my financial situation improves, which is all advice given to me by Step Change, who are the free debt advice charity, who are really, really helpful. The most friendly gents on the phone that I spoke to, I'm sure there's ladies that work there too, but both gentlemen that I spoke to when I got through, first part of the phone call is you give out your basic debt information, the main creditors that you have, all the creditors that you have debts with. Then they just basically collate your information together. Second stage is you go through to a specific financial advisor, and they advise you on who to pay first, who's priority payments, which ones aren't priority, which ones are kind of might end up with bigger fines, or possibly, you know, when you're in debt you can even have jail time and stuff for non-payment. Yeah, they were just really, really great. They calmed me down a lot because they kind of put it into kind of a manageable program in my head, even though I could have done that myself, but having someone else tell you everything's going to be alright is actually really, really nice, even though a lot of my friends and family have been saying the same thing, it's going to be alright, it'll be alright. I haven't been able to think like that. So it's phone call time now, so that's what we're doing for the for the next 10 minutes or so. Also, alongside the letters, they advise to call each of the creditors, because some of them ask for a step change reference number, which is kind of like your case number with Step Change, to let them know that you're speaking to an independent debt advice charity. I've just thought I'm going to make an album recording the audio from my phone of all the different hold musics. You'd buy it, right? A whole album of hold music. So, change of venue. I am yet again on hold to this time Virgin Media. Creditors from my bank who have now forwarded the debt back to my bank because Step Change are apparently part of Barclays. I will find out more about that and how they're related, and I'll give you a report on that because I'm not quite sure how that works, but they are. This is just one of the many awesome things that we found going through my nan's stuff. My mum made it for my nan when I was born, so here are some embarrassing baby photos of me. There I am. That's me. It's me after a night out. It's more of me. The light bulb blew in the lamp I normally have in the bedroom, so I'm having to use a fridge bulb. What I've done today, so loads of phone calls as you saw. At the post office I picked up the D1 form. I filled in the form for that and I've got the photos attached and that's all ready to go, so that's going to be sent off tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Also, a lot of the companies have been able to send me like final statements and official documents to the current place where I'm staying as my care of address. So I'm able with that to hopefully set up a new bank account, which would be fantastic. I've also been on moneysavingexpert.co.uk or .com, I'm not quite sure what it is. A website that I've always been told about and never really utilised. And it is great. It has told me who I can get a bank account with most likely, and where and how I go about doing that. So there's the options of going to about 3 different banks that are quite easy to kind of get your account set up. A basic account with no credit check involved, which is where I'm going to struggle because I won't be able to get a current account most likely. And the places that I could get one even with not going to a bank, so like a post office account, which is just a simple paying in, paying out account. There's 2 things that I can do tomorrow because they've got online forms to fill in. Or print off documents, and they are, there's a thing called the EDF Energy Fund and a thing called the Water Fund, Anglian Water Fund or something like that. I've got the websites and phone numbers for both of them, and what they do is they provide grants for people who are in financial difficulty to clear part or all of outstanding balances on accounts, even within that company, so which is really cool. I didn't know about it. They volunteered that information to me over the phone. I didn't have to do any sort of underhanded, sneaky. The big corporation hasn't told us about this research. They just told me about it, which is really, really great. Yeah, so I've done a lot today. Feel really good. Gonna end today. It's a bit of filming for now, and just get some sleep. Morning everybody! I've already had a really busy day, so I've already gone out with the dogs for about an hour. My ma came with me, it's nice. Walked down to the harbour. I didn't take any footage while I was there because it's all stuff you've seen before, so I'm not going to bother putting repeated video in the vlog. Shut up, builders. Builders are about there nattering outside the window, again drilling and banging and building a house. Got back home, picked up the paperwork for my DVLA application and ran back to the post office to get that post off before 12:30, which is when they close. That's all in the post, so my driving licence application is off. Looking through how to apply for basic bank accounts. The advice I got from Step Change was to apply for a basic bank account, which apparently all banks offer. It has no overdraft facility, it's just cash in, cash out. However, researching using moneysavingexpert.com found that there is a thing called a post office card account. Now this is a bog standard basic account, and it's just for paying benefits into any sort of UK benefit that you get goes into this account, and you can withdraw it as you please, just like you would with a cash card. To start the application for a post office account, you have to first speak to one of your current benefit providers, so JSA, housing benefit, tax credits, and you have to speak to them and say, look, I want to set up a post office account, and then they send the forms out that are auto-populated with your details. You fill in the bits of your own and take it to the post office, and that sets up an account for you. So on Monday, we are currently in receipt of child benefit, so that's already happening, which is great. So we're already in receipt of child benefit. That means if I call them and say I want to set up a post office account for that money to go into, they will hopefully be able to set me up a post office account in my name. Today's the day we've generally been doing like a meal plan for the week, so we're not buying stuff every day or randomly having to go to shops to get odd ingredients and then spending that little bit extra here and there. We're trying to do like one big shop a week, and when I say big, it's roughly about 30 quid that we spend when we go. That'll get us all the stuff for 3 humans and 1 baby, not including dog food and stuff, and not including baby milk. What else are we doing today? Not much. Anyway, I'll see you later, really. Bye.